pass, great reception. That play had it all.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Q-Bone staying with the list. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take your tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore. From Cali to Singapore, every day I'm seeing.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not seeing...
And down he goes! Fitzpatrick sacked. It's Xavier Howard who brings him down from his corner position.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. On the move past the 40. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Fitzpatrick will sneak it, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. On play action, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. But I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We're scoreless after 1. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, I think, forget it. I know it's the right play. If you're going to throw to someone in the end zone, you want one of those long targets, as we just saw there. Just unable to get his feet down and make it a touchdown.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They'll give him some different looks here defensively in the early goings. Only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up. They can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Gano's kick is good, and it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Left side here to Sanders. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 15 yards brings up 4th down.
They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Williams. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Mounties are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th. Oh, looking for Water, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer, John Lynch. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Johnson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
17, Lions 0. Graham Gano is set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick got a man. It's Darren Waller. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
That's good.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Option here, but to throw it away.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. Fourth down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers.
Whenever I